so crazy in love. I'm looking so crazy in love. Got me looking so crazy in love. Looking so crazy, my baby. I'm not myself lately. I'm foolish. I don't do this. I've been playing myself. Baby, I don't care. Cause your love got the best of me. And baby, you're making a fool of me. You got me strong and I don't care who sees. And baby, you got me so crazy, baby. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love got me looking so crazy right now. You're crazy, so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now. Got me hoping you praise me right now. Got me hoping you save me right now. Looking so crazy, your love got me looking so crazy, your love. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now. Got me hoping you praise me right now. Your kiss got me hoping you save me right now. Looking so crazy, your love got me looking so crazy, your love.
When I met you last night, baby, before you opened up your, I had a respect for you, lady, but now I take it all back, 'cause you gave me all you, and you even licked my, leave your number on the cabinet, and I promise, baby, I'll give you a call. Next time I'm feeling kinda, you can come on over and I break you off. And if you can't that day, baby, just lay back and open your mouth. 'Cause I have never met a girl that I love in the whole wide world. Well, if corrupt gave a I'd always be broke. I never have no endo to smoke. I get smoked and loony. Still, you can't do me. Do we look like BBD? You hoochie groupie. I have no love for. That's something that I learned in the pound. So how the f am I supposed to pay this? Just the latest. I know the. And then I'm screwed. I feel like you never leave. Shawty, what we got so rarity. Ain't no comparing. Apparently, we get high just for the clarity. Yeah. Always on the side of you. They know I'm gonna ride for you. That's why I try to die, 'cause I love this out of you. I'm just saying. To be honest, I tell you that I wasn't honest about everything. So I'll start from the top and tell you just about everything. No matter what, I'll never change, man. I put that on everything. With you as my witness and everything. 'Cause you witness everything. Blueprints and everything. Wear you as my wedding ring. For you to compliment to everything. I see you accomplishing everything. Throw you a compliment every day. I know you thought this was I would never say. But I swear I said everything. And if I ever put it all on you, it's to show that I'm serious about everything. Oh, yeah. Whoa. I f with you heavily. 'Cause shawty, what we got so rarity. Ain't no comparing, apparently we get high just for the clarity. Yeah, yeah. Always on the side of you. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love this shit out of you. I'm just saying. Ooh, wait. We know that the time fly when the vibe's high and the feeling is great. We know that the limelight always shines bright when it's in your face. I never wanna break your heart. When we together, girl, I fall apart. This is the life for me. I f with you heavily. Shawty, what we got serenity. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah. Always on the side of you. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love this chat of you. I'm just saying. What you heavily. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah, yeah. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love it. That of you, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Shawty so close, why? Drop it real low, baby, why? Now we just cruising, why? Never get confused, she play my eyes. I love it when you style up, good weed and D, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Feel the vibration,
Two-step, you blessed. Still be moving whenever you do less. She bust it open just like it's a new chest. She got me hoping to go to a duplex. I'm just playing, let you with it. Cause you a gift no matter how you present it. Could never miss no matter how they defend it. Look like a crime that's been highly committed. Nighttime, skylines and my ties. Sight lines in my eyes on her thighs. Her vibes coincide with my fly. No lie, connection feel like it's Wi-Fi. She 5'5" and climbing it like a high rise. She wine and killing it like it's 9 lives. I was fine until you came into my life. Can't rewind, I need you right here by my side.
Drop it real low, baby, why? Now we just cruising, why? Never get confused, she play my eyes. I love it when you style up, good weed and D, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Feel the vibration, baby. Shawty so close, why? Drop it real low, baby, why? Now we just cruising, why? Never get confused, she play my eyes. I love it when you style up, good weed and D, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Feel the vibration, baby. We can vibrate, back to my place. Tryna get you to stand by the skyscraper. Girl, I'm tryna get it in, baby, why wait? Even when you do the dance, make a thigh shake. I like the way you whine, baby. I like the way you smile, baby. You like it from behind, baby. Do my big thing, you whine, baby. Now we in a ride, now we just cruise on. When I get inside, now she just ooze on. We not even that high, we slow booze on. She know you see that guy, no confusion. Stand on the jaw, this my take a while. Lying on the floor, you can't take it now. I put on the show, let me take a bow. Break it down, that you make it stay so close. Drop it real low, baby, why? Now we just cruising, why? Never get confused, she play my eyes. I love it when you style up, good weed and D, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Feel the vibration, baby. Shawty so close, why? Drop it real low, baby, why? Now we just cruising, why? Never get confused, she play my eyes. I love it when you style up, good weed and D, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Feel the vibration, baby. Baby,
What's going on, y'all? This is BB Trinette. Thank you for tuning in to Convos in Chicago. I'm getting things together over here. Got my boy Monix. Thank you for coming in. Wait, what's going on? See, this is what I'm talking about. What is that?
That's not the clap?
That's not the clap.
You know what they call it, the clap? Hold on, it's because it's a sounds. Bank one.
We getting things together over here, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I don't hear nothing. Is that because this is not? Yep. Dope. Okay. There we go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna play some more music. In the meantime, we're gonna get ready. I got my boy Cyphersick in the building.
Yes, sir.
Station, talented artist. We're gonna jump into this conversation in a little bit. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get things together. This Convos in Chicago, everybody. Check it out. Love on the dance floor.
Now we on the dance floor, 12:30, and it's heating up. I can feel your body getting wet. Don't worry, I'ma keep it up. So what you gonna do? What you trying to do? What you wanna do? Now that it's me and you. Hey, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, 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 yeah, you matching my rhythm. In your hips, I can feel them. You own my body. Feels nice, buddy, you naughty. I just want you right now. You got that cure drought. We can go north to south. Just let me know how. Oh, yeah. Souls intertwined when the stars are aligned. Intergalactic out of sight. We eye to eye, the connection's right. Now we are on an incline. Captivating me, you shine. Beauty radiating bright. You got me so uptight. Let's do it here just once. So what you gonna do? What you trying to do? What you wanna do? Now that it's me and you. I just want you right now. You got that cure drought. We can go north to south. Just let me know how. Yeah, yeah, in this club just for tonight, cause I know you wanna know, can we make love in this club just for tonight? Make love, that's what I wanna do between me and you. That's what I'm wanna know. I want you, and I know you want me too. So come on over here with me right now. Talk my shit, cause you know that's what I like to do anyway.
Like I said, big cape, Superman mad. Don't be mad at me, be mad at your mommy and dad. Pretty motherfucker, you can't relate and it's so sad. But it's been my hustle that's been getting me right to the bag. Shut the fuck up, ugly duckin'. Mad crying, lying, cause your man wanna fuck me. Keep that broke, he can't do nothing for me. Reeking envy, jealousy, that shit real ugly. Double jack in my cup, straight liquor. Ain't even chasing that, why would I chase? Just coming back, I am the comeback killer. You know you ran through like in the mud.
Excuse me, I can't lose this.
Worry about my body's bitch, stay out my coochie. If I talk about your mileage, you'll wanna fight me. I ain't scared, bitch, jump if you feeling froggy. Anyways, little ugly, go bye-bye. Every time you talk, I'm giving you the side-eye. It's my time to rain and I don't even have to dry. All my loose chandelier, up, I will shine. Yeah, I speak money frequently. Back on my spaceship, going to planet me. Literally, leaving Earth and where they be. I'm up all night while you sleep. Eating like I eat this beat competition, me versus me. Don't think I don't see you sneak this and shit. Don't think I don't hear you hating on the. Don't think I'll forget. But if you got something to say, speak up. Otherwise, rest in piss. Don't think I don't see you for who you are. Don't think I ain't no motherfucking superstar. Don't think I ain't no trendsetter. I'm your inspiration. Hate me, you love me. I'm trending in your conversations.
And why you worried about me? How you gonna eat? Looking at my plate. Cause I'ma eat. Worry about why you ain't got no music out. Let me get the fuck off this beat. The streamers.
Let's be the remix. I'm trying to get a kiss, but I'm trying to kiss some too. Yeah! Can I get a kiss tonight? Do say on my lips while I'm licking your body. There's some things I wanna do to you. Girl, what you talking about? Shawty, I'm on dirt, I'm trying to make you cry. Girl, this tongue is ecstasy, I'll get you high. Got you addicted, little baby fiendin'. That cookie nice, several signs, let's magnify. Cookie soaking, make that like she pumping lotion, scuba diver, I'ma dive deep. Girl, I'ma bust it open. Toes, girl, when I eat you out, make it hot, then I cool you out. Big fan of that pretty face when I put it in, then I pull it out. We done cut like 6 times in 7 hours in a bigger house. Ocho, no way there, I think I done lost count. How many times you done got me that speaking a different language from putting down? Baby girl, eating out of crown. You still queen, I'm bowing down. Never coming up, I'd rather drown. Go down, scream a lot of sign. The way that your fingers be clawing the back of my neck when I'm down trying to drink it. Or when I'm down deep in your guts and then you spread your butt cause we both trying to sink it. Kinky as hell without thinking. Come here, baby, let me kiss. Can I get a kiss tonight? Mm-hmm. I know you're a good girl, but tonight, babe, get naughty. There's some things I wanna do to you. You in ways that you have told me. You said it's all me. You're gonna put all that good shit on me. On me. On me. On me. On me. If there ever was a trophy, shit, you need you one. That puts gold in that soaking like water guns. The only nigga in your life to make you come while you tryna run. That designer and it's expensive, I got the funds. Ain't no two when you're the only one I need. This shit you do on your knees. Jesus Christ would get jealous on how you worshiping me. 2 letters that your last man hold, the X and L and D. 2 letters what that man could never be, and that's the M and E. Conversations lead to penetration, to feeling ecstasy. I'm on it, baby. Unleash your wild side, embrace your inner freak. A good swimmer, but you a good listener. When I provide the D, I'll dog y'all. Bring recorders out and do those tricks for me. Tricks for me. Hungry for your body and I've been dying to eat. I make you my boy, no tricks involved, girl, it's all a treat. Need the pipe when you call, I pull up like where the league at. Sex is art and the pics you send in my gallery. I can't wait to get my hands up on you in the morning. Eat you while you stretching and you yawning with. Probably won't snooze until it's 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon. You Got that look and I know just what I'ma say to you. Get a kiss tonight, baby. Tonight, baby. Tonight. Do say on my lips while I'm licking your neck and all over your body. Neck and your body. Can I get a kiss tonight for me, baby? For me. I know you're a good girl, but tonight, babe, get naughty. There's some things I wanna do to you. Fuck you in ways I know I'm GP. You love how I'm deep. You might be hurt, but you gon' call whenever you are in need, baby. Baby, baby, on me, on me, on me.
Man, I'm sorry. Welcome back, everybody. This is me, BB, and you're listening to Convos in Chicago. We're gonna go ahead and get these conversations started. We got a lot of folks checking in, so I think it's the right time to fire things up. What you think? Think it's good? I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear me now?
Right.
Yeah, I do think it's the right thing, the right time. I've been waiting for this conversation.
Yeah, the right time. We got man, Trilla. What's going on, Trilla?
Trilla, what up, bro?
Man, he's checking in, saying hi to everybody. Salute.
I just want everybody to know that even though she played these sprinkles, after the laugh, I'm still a thug. I'm a whole gang member.
I know, right? It's okay.
And I didn't twinkle on my toes at all.
It makes you want to.
Maybe I did. I did a little bit.
Just a little bit. Right, cuz.
I got a daughter. I can twinkle my fucking toes. I play slide too.
Dub checking in. What's going on right way, Dub? Lynette checked in. And Miss Sloan, thank you for the shout out and going ahead and posting that information in the chat box. So right now, what we're going to do is jump into our conversation today. We're going to be talking about a lot of industry talk. But before we do, I feel like I'd be amiss if I don't acknowledge. I want to send my prayers over to our friend over at Power 92. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But my prayers are with you, my friend. So I hope everything turns out in a better way. And in light of that, we're going to talk something similar to, because what happens when we know that FM radio gives a lot of independent artists pushback. We know that. But when you have avenues and people that step up and advocate for the independent artists and play music and give interviews and that kind of thing, like what happens when that person is no longer there? Like, what does that look like for the independent artists moving forward? So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about Cyphersick had a topic that I thought was really interesting a few weeks ago when we was doing brunch. And he was just kind of sitting there staring off. And he was like, BB, I think I want to talk about this on the air. I was like, all right, let's do it. And that's talking about perception versus reality. Now, when we say that, it can go in a million ways. But specifically, we talking about the independent artists and what perception versus reality really looks like. So, Sicko, you want to start that conversation off here?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. So the main thing that it had me drifting off in my thoughts that day thinking about this was like a lot of conversations I've been hearing recently surrounding like the diss record culture and things like that ever since we had the Kendrick Lamar and Drake epic battle that went on for about a month or 2 months, however long it went on. I think a lot of people wanted to replicate the attention that was brought from that because they perceived it as being a way to achieve success as an independent artist. And I remember like me and Monis had a conversation once and he was basically saying that, you know, people at our level imitate what they see at the top. And that ain't just in this industry, but in all industries. But specifically for us, I think that was true with the Kendrick and Drake situation. I think it kind of sparked something on the independent circuit that made people feel like this was the route to go because it was popular right now. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it probably worked for some people, probably didn't for others. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the judge of that because I'm not them. But I just think it stirred up something in the community of artists and the independent scene, even the listeners, the radio personalities that, gave a platform to it and talked about it and opened up discussions about it. I think it just kind of, it shifted the way people looked at what needs to be done right now to get attention or to get noticed in this large sea of talent and performers that we have out here. So that was like the main thing that made me bring it up. Think about it. Yeah.
I agree. I think that sometimes people punch up. That's a term that I've been using lately. Like I've been finding a lot of artists that take shots at people that have already in their own lane been goated in a sense. And they think that adds the attraction to them because now folks are paying attention to them. Because it's like, oh man, they said this about so and so. Now I'm looking for the comeback, and I think we all do that. Like we all kind of get caught up in, like, what is that person? How they gonna respond? And then like it's pressure on the other person who's already on a certain level. Like, man, I don't even want to entertain this.
Yeah.
So it's like this fine line of that perception versus reality. Do you entertain it? Monix, any thoughts come to mind?
I think you feel the guys at this level, you do entertain it. Kendrick Lamar probably wouldn't respond to me unless I said something that was true. And I was privy to some information, which would, in a sense, make me somebody. But if I come at Sicko, he could.
Yeah, it's just
he could give me the business, so why not?
Right.
And we're peers in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people. I mean, you don't gotta respond, but like if you don't. This is hip hop. Hip hop is they call it a contact sport because this is where it started. Cats rapping against each other.
I was just
it wasn't a battle, like it wasn't like a personal thing. It was just trying to see who could You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even about your personal matters, like, oh, I know you peed in the bed when you was 12. We're not talking about that. We just drop your flow, I drop my flow. We see who like it better, who the crowd like better. You know what I mean? That's where it started. Come ready.
Yeah.
And it is pressure. It's supposed to be pressure. That separates, and it can, it not always does it, but it can separate a lot of the lions from the lambs.
No, I agree. I definitely think from a competitive and combative standpoint, I totally get it, right? Especially since when you're passionate about something, you're gonna go real hard about it. Like a lot of times people think you're angry about something, you really could just be really passionate about that topic. So I could definitely see it. I think where I was coming from, it was like, I remember, and this might only be one example in history, but it's a real prominent example for me. I remember when 50 and Kanye went at it over their albums. And they made the media 106 in Park. Everybody built it up as this really humongous thing because it's these two titans in music going up against each other. They drop in the same day. And that had just as much heat and just as much attention, if not more, than a lot of diss record situations have had. So I'm saying that to say that I think both situations can be advantageous, but at the same time, more people gravitate to the one where it's going to be somebody putting one person against another person directly. Like, oh, is he going to drop his name? Oh, what is he going to say? Is he going to say something personal? People look for that drama versus just trying to critique the battle off who made the dopest music, like who made the dopest project. And I just kind of wish it was more of that, just me personally, because that's what I like to do. I like to make music. I consider myself to be one of the, top tier spitters in the city. And I don't just say it on my own. I think there's other people that would agree with me on that. But I've never felt the need to, I need to send a diss record to this dude to challenge him and to sharpen my iron with the iron of him responding to me. No, I'm going to drop dope music and dope projects, and I'm going to let the people decide who was the better person, if that's what it is, So that's just the reason why I kind of was against a lot of that culture coming up in our city lately, just because I'm like, this ain't necessary to do what y'all trying to do.
Yeah, because the thing about Chicago is that a lot of times Twitter fingers turn into trigger fingers.
Yeah.
A Drake.
I mean, that's a real line he came up. That was some real stuff he said.
Shouts out to Drake OVO. Y'all better leave my guy alone, man. If I hear that song by Kendrick one more time, I'm gonna scream. Y'all getting on my nerves with that song. And I feel like it's just bandwagoners. Everybody that don't like Drake is in love with Kendrick's song. They not like us. It's like,
well, fans are fickle like that. That's how it's gonna be.
It's a catchy song too, you know, just with that one part. Like it gives people something to chant because people feel that way anyway. Everybody feel like that group of people ain't like our group of people. We better than them in some type of way. Not to say like they're inferior, but they just not on the level that we on, you know. So
and half a confidence blood walking to that song.
And I know it blew up the way it did just because the West Coast is a different world. And, you know, so you done lived out there. So, you know, I done visited out there many times and know a lot of people out there. Musically, it's just a different world. Sonically, their sound is totally different than the East Coast, than the South, than the Midwest. Like, there is no one that sounds like artists.
A lot of them got like more of an old school feel.
Yeah, they a little more
like
true
even
to it.
Up until the 2015 sometime, it seemed like all the kids grew up listening to the OJs or something.
Yeah.
They to me, they even kind of country. Especially like when you get out to LA.
Yeah.
That whole accent get different.
Yeah.
Hey, homie. You know, I don't know. It just feels
they slang is very
get out the core.
Yeah, they slang is very different. Like how we just say get out the car, we say get out the car. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can tell the differences. And I just think a lot of people gravitated to that side. BB, you're right. I think it probably was a lot of bandwagon fans like it is with anything that blew up. If Drake had came out with his diss and it had been just as big as that, it would have been the opposite effect. More people would have been playing that song out, and I probably would have been tired of hearing it, you know. But so I can't be mad at nobody for that. I just think Kendrick kind of tapped into something with that, whereas he did something that was gonna put the whole coast on his back with that diss. It was bigger than just, I'm gonna talk crazy about Drake. I'm gonna do that simultaneously while putting my whole culture and my whole side of the country on my back. And you can tell from his event that and his video shoot that that's exactly what happened. Them people out there ain't bandwagoning, like that's life for them. You know what I'm saying? They standing behind that record out there.
LA mostly gonna stand behind LA.
Oh yeah, because that's all they got.
Yeah,
they don't really have a lot of other cities out there that's doing music.
You don't got as many.
We got the Bay Area though.
You don't got as many people come from out of town blowing up in Cali. It ain't too many people doing that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Cali gonna hold Cali down. I mean, that don't mean some rap artists didn't go out there and get it going. 50 did it.
Yeah, you can go out there and get signed or get a buzz out there, definitely. But they are homegrown. I agree with you. Like they're very supportive of homegrown. The only thing that separates them is the street politics. They got the street politics just as bad, if not worse, than we do. When you tie it to the music, because like what you were saying earlier, BB, about the Twitter fingers turning trigger fingers in Chicago, it's because of the politics. Like a lot of these people up here, especially the bigger artists that are more popular, more mainstreamish, they got gang affiliations, just like artists that are independent. But the difference is they got the attention. And they got the attention of the streets and the internet. And the internet fuels the streets, unfortunately, a lot in our culture these days. So what happens online ends up translating to something happening in real life.
Something I've seen in Cali was, as far as the gang culture, because, you know, that gang culture is commercialized.
Yeah.
But I've seen, like, some real gentleman-like politics. You know, like, they really got people that could call, hey, stop that.
That's because they still got some type of structure out there to a certain degree.
I don't know who's people calling, like, yo, stop that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, because they got their ignorant stuff too.
Hey, look who just walked in.
They got some kids that can't tell nothing.
Sprinkle. But you're right. So overall, did we decide rap battles? Are they good for business or a waste of time?
You don't know until it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake and Kendrick stuff could have not did numbers. I not doubt that. But you know, if it's gonna move the needle, it can help somebody. I don't know if we can say in general if it's good or bad.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think my stance on it is the same. Like down on the independent scene, I don't think it's worth it for business, honestly, because unless you battling somebody who is one of these major people and you say something that's so prolific that it gets you some type of attention, like virally speaking, it's no point. Because I'll give you a great example. I can't remember her name to save my life right now, but there was an artist who had dissed Nicki like back in the day in the earlier stages of her career when she first got her deal and blew up. And it was over the Itty Biggie Piggy record. Like she dissed over her own track and she went viral for it. Like people in the industry paid attention to that because she actually could rap. She was at a local independent level and it got Nicki's attention. attention too. Like she actually acknowledged that this girl dissed her. So that's totally different. That situation worked out for her at that time because she did something to somebody who was at the top of the game and fairly new in the game, but it already, you know, she was on her ascend, already had the rocket strap to her back, and she just tore her head off on a song. Like, yeah, I can rap too. I just don't got the deal like you yet. But that's not what's happening in the city right now. We just got, you know, our peers dissing each other for the fun of it, the sport of it. And I mean, if that's what they like, that's what they like. But I personally think it's a waste of time. Put that energy into making a dope project, put some money behind it, take it out of town, take it on the road, and let's take this to the next level. Doing it at this level ain't gonna take us nowhere.
I agree. And you know what? Dub is in the comments going, waste of time. He is so silly. Look.
That's my brother, man. I mean, he get it, man. He get it.
I don't know. I want to play devil's advocate and say maybe it's not a waste of time. Maybe it could be good for business because that one song, that one diss track could get the attention of like a population, like a Kendrick Lamar. Like that could be their song. Because let's face it, we know that it just really takes one hit to put somebody over. It doesn't really take a whole, like, this is just my personal opinion. Y'all can disagree, but what do you all think? Make sure you write in the comments. He say that's the right way, sicko. Okay. But yeah, overall, I just feel like y'all be the judge. It's entertaining.
I mean, more people saying Fox name. Right. So
see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about.
There's a place to go from that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna ride it right and be strategic, I think it's really just a matter of this is not your thing, but it is your thing. Mm-hmm. It's really what it is. Like with
Fox is funny. Like majority of the posts you see that he posts is hilarious. So when you take that into account of him dissing everybody, it's like, oh, okay, it's just entertainment compared to a Ace and Easy situation. Mm-hmm. That's like, people listening, but ain't nobody commenting like that because everybody Team Easy. But you know how it's different. Yeah.
I just feel like if it's not garnering an actual larger audience, it's a waste of time. Right. Because the people saying his name or saying any of these people's name, they are the same population between 4,000 to 5,000 Facebook friends that these people share their music or any type of content between all the time. And that entire 4,000 to 5,000 people isn't even in their algorithm because of the way social media is set up. So it's just not a big enough. It's like it's not a high risk, high reward situation for me. I just can't rationalize it other than just you entertaining yourself and your friends on Facebook.
Right.
I cannot see a larger scope vision for this at all. Like not at all.
Right. Like because you or I can't see it though, that don't mean that they didn't see it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of things that we all do at first that don't garner a larger amount of attention. Yeah. We do something that didn't work like we wanted it maybe, then we take that and we build on it, or we take it and decide another direction. So, you know, a lot of us are going to do things that didn't garner the audience.
But it depends on the person.
And it depends on what you call work.
People work for me. It don't work for everybody. People get annoyed. Me telling people to go stream my works for me, it don't work for everybody. So it just, sometimes I think it depends on the person.
Some people are going to be viewed as you just obnoxious, and that's that.
Right.
You know,
they thought that too.
I love this cover. We're gonna keep it going. I'm gonna play some music real quick, and then when we come back, we're gonna tackle our next subject. We're gonna tackle our next subject. In the meantime, let me see.
No, for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and run that. I'm gonna run that in the net back. That me versus me. Because you know.
And I dropped this before all of this beef stuff. All right.
It was giving. It was giving. So yes. Me versus me, y'all. Make sure y'all check out the net. Go stream her stuff. I think am I doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna talk my shit.
Radio Chicago.
You know that's what I like to do anyway.
Support Digital Radio Network station.
Like I said, big cape, Superman mad. Don't be mad at me, be mad at your mommy and dad. Pretty motherfucker, you can't relate and it's so sad. But it's been my hustle that's been getting me right to the bag. Shut the fuck up. Ugly ducking, man crying, lying cause your man wanna fuck me. Keep that broke, he can't do nothing for me. Freaking envy, jealousy, that shit real ugly. Double jack in my cup, straight liquor. Ain't even chasing that, why would I chase? Just coming back, I am the comeback killer. You know you ran through like in the mud.
Excuse me, I can't lose this.
Worry about my
Wells, baby, that 39th stick. The king got his shoot your crown. This came from the Wells. Cut the spot on the half. With the lowest can't shoot them guys, but I know them guys. City turned to clap you for a penny. Came from the low end and cop to other city. Get high here. Better wear your Glock here. We don't just grocery youngins, they op shop here. Hit you in your body until they see your soul. Put you in the wood and then they let you burn. Get stupid. Shot stop, loud talk for show you get muted. Gas up the plane, smoke for show you getting zooted. Loud talk. I've been playing with that grass like a groundhog. Chop 39 to the death of it. Problem let the weapon spit. 40 with a drop jack, kicking like some Tekken shit. Ain't from the 9, from 39th. Home of PT, big shorty, right? Landscaping. When I get it going, chasing them, gotta plan weight. Leaves on them trees when they fall, I'm a hand raider. Bag them, seal them and get them gone. Jumped in his was searching to see a zone. Nas P's here. Woods big as hell, like I'm smoking out a tree here. Playing with the branches like a monkey in a tree here. A G here, landscaper. I play in the wild for that damn paper. I am 39. BFA. I ain't here to step on toes, but you see me? Yeah. Genius is genius. Woo. I'm one of them. And if you don't know that, you should ask your boss.
Hey, that's landscaping, Luch, y'all. I am 39. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, BB Trinette, and for the next hour or so, you got me and my friend Sicko in the building, and Ned in the building, and of course, last but not least, Mr. Media Monix is in the building from Shop Talk 7, everybody. It feel good having you sit next to me, like, cause
Bro, she didn't mean it like that.
Bro, I didn't mean it like that.
Pause.
I know, pause. Not like that, but you know what I mean? Like on the air, like how we used to spar, go back and forth on some of these topics. So it's giving me a nostalgic feeling. Yes, that's all it is, Ro. Trust me. But we're gonna jump into our next conversation. Make sure y'all download our app. Also, we got some new. Hey, Miss Hot.
That's Shop Tay.
Oh, yeah.
Shop Tay, what up?
Shop Tay. That's her name. That's her shop name.
That's her shop
Okay.
name, yeah.
Exactly. Is it hot? Okay. I like it. Thanks for tuning in, darling. Let me just remove this landscape and loose shop because we're gonna jump into this next subject. Is it?
Mhm.
It is.
They go to the comments.
Oh, comments.
And then scroll down and scroll up and find his name. Put his name up there. Oh, it's gone now. It's
What?
gone. The thing gone now.
Yeah, it disappeared.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I wrote it down. We're gonna go on to the next topic, y'all. So and this one got pretty heated, and I loved this subject yesterday because it kind of went up. So I want to bring this one back. I'm not sure who brought it up, but whether it was Melly or one of our other friends that brought it up, and they're not here.
I'm gonna blame Trosh.
And then we gonna talk. We gonna jump into it. So the situation is this. So the question is, if the promoter pays for a headliner and the headliner does not bring out an audience, and say for instance they bring out maybe a couple of people, right? Is the artist at fault for the lack of the good event? Because he still got to get paid. Like many times we know that a headliner costs money. And then we have this event, we're expecting 200 people, and then the headliner themselves don't market, don't really share, and then they come and they do the event, and it might have been like maybe 2 to 5 people there for them, and so it's empty. And then it's the burden of paying, and that's coming out of the promoter's pocket at the end of the day, and they were looking to make money from that event.
That's bad business on the promoter.
Correct. Like if I'm a promoter and I'm paying you, we're gonna have some type of a contract or some type of agreement that this is what I expect of you being in the show because I am paying you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't do that, then it's not my fault as the artist that maybe 5 people showed up. You know, like that wasn't in my. I don't know. I look at stuff always legally from.
If you first of all, if there ain't no paper, don't nobody owe nobody nothing. Ain't nobody fault. Sure. Y'all didn't cover it. Simple as that. It's just,
yeah.
So all you can do is come into some street shit, like stuff like a goofy. You know what I'm saying? In that case. But now if you're gonna offer the talent some money, a certain amount of money, because you expect these people, as a business person, you put that in the back end. Hey, if we get this many people, there'll be some back end available, so you'll get some of that. I don't think you want to offer that up front. Now, some of us do it because it's little. If you get like a Lil Wayne or like a, you know what I mean. But even that could go bad. You know what I mean. So as a promoter, you took the gamble. If you made this agreement with the artist, hey, just for coming here, you get this. You just paid them for a walkthrough. So that's definitely not on the artist. Then that, can you share the mic? I'll share a mic with you. Sicko. Take that mic because they can't hear you that much.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Got it.
That's why I got him today, y'all.
But shit, you know what I'm saying? So okay. Y'all got a song together. Y'all can share. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about these things before you do it. A lot of us just jump into it because we're doing what we saw people do. If I've never had an event and you threw an event and I saw you do it, you're my top.
A lot
you're
of
my
monkey see, monkey do.
So I'm looking up at you, like, hey, I'm gonna do what they did. That look dope.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on behind the scenes at all, but I'm gonna just hop into it. You know,
it worked for them, so let me do it too.
As an artist, Dub says he would expect to be paid up front.
As is his prerogative.
Yeah.
Am I gonna pay him up front? That's my business, right?
True.
And if you need money up front, don't come to the show if I ain't gonna pay you.
I guess my take on it is like it's a slippery slope, right? Because from one aspect, I do think there is a nice portion of the responsibility that falls on the promoter strictly because of this one reason. If you're a newer promoter, then you're still learning this situation, you're still learning this game, and the mistakes are going to be made. Like, you're going to get your lumps in this. But if you're an established promoter that's throwing events regularly and have been for some time, you typically know how to bring out a crowd for whatever type of event that you're doing. So putting that strictly on your artist, who's the talent, who's the entertainment for the evening, to bring out the entire population of the crowd for the venue, I don't think that that's necessarily fair if this is also an aspiring artist, because maybe they do have a following, but that following may be one that's only willing to go so far at this point. And for example, like I was talking to BB about earlier, I'm doing more shows in the city because a lot of people that want to come support me, they just not willing at this time or not able at this time to travel to some of the places that I go, albeit out of town or even as far as Indiana. Sometimes that just doesn't work out for them. Mm-hmm. So if it's based off me as the artist bringing the crowd out, there may be that complication that comes up. Now, on the other hand, I also feel like it is a part of the responsibility also on the artist to a certain degree if you're being paid to perform. But I think the bigger part isn't them bringing the crowd out entirely. It's more about them putting on a good show for the crowd that is there, because that's technically what I'm being paid for. Like Monik said, and just like Nanette said, if it's not stipulated in some type of paperwork that part of our agreement for me to get this payment up front, or otherwise it's me bringing out X amount of people or having this kind of turnout be a joint venture between us, my only real job at the end of the day is to come and entertain the crowd that's here. It don't matter if it's just me and you. If we in here, then I got to entertain you and you still supposed to pay me. So that's why I say it's a slippery slope.
Oh, let's take that same example, the Lil Wayne example. Like, say for instance, like I can see how some promoters, and I'm not a promoter, but I do host events, right? On the outside looking in, if I see that that's Lil Wayne and everybody know that's Lil Wayne, like you kind of almost expect for that to be a guaranteed draw.
Yeah.
And then if in the event that he does come perform, and then it's only a few people there that mainly came to see, you know, Wayne and maybe other headliners or, you know, folks that opened up the show or what have you. But the turnout is lackluster. As a promoter, I might feel a way because that's Wayne. You know what I mean? Not saying it's his fault.
Well, what's the definition of promoter?
So that's the thing. Like,
just saying.
Just people, if you throw on
a promoter is somebody who markets
for the event.
For the event. Many of us that take on the role of hosting events are not promoters.
Right.
I mean, like all right, so we're doing, and maybe you're talking about something different, but we're doing the Summer Splash joint August 11th.
Summer Splash, yeah.
If I ain't the promoter there, I don't know who else is. Now there's a guy we're using. It's like a Felice thing, right? Wild Hair, but it's at Reggie's.
Yeah.
Music joint. So it's his night. He leased the night or whatever. But he, you know how that go.
Yeah.
They, hey, get this done. We can make this money. But he said, hey, y'all got it that night. I'll secure the location is secured. Now y'all just do y'all thing. You promote. You market.
Mm-hmm.
You're the reason that you try to be the reason that the fans are coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's the promoter.
Keyword try.
Yeah, try.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you don't know. And then like we go get local artists.
So should we just call them host?
No, they're promoters.
Because you're hosting an event.
No,
not a promoter?
I've thrown events that I didn't host.
Okay.
What I call a host is somebody the MC.
Yeah, they do.
That's the host to me. The person on the mic. Hey, the next artist.
I'm just being a smart ass.
Oh, okay, right. But you know, I'm autistic.
Yeah, because I got to come back for that because in my mind, a host.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking about parties in general. Mm-hmm. I can host a party. Mm-hmm. I don't have to be the host for the night. I don't have to be the MC. Mm-hmm. I don't have to be the speaker.
If you're doing the marketing to bring people there, you're the promoter.
I'm not necessarily dubbing myself as a promoter. I might even hire a promoter to promote the event.
Well, you may. If you hire somebody, then they're the promoter.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it, you're the promoter. Me and Dubs the main promoters for the joint for the
Summer Splash.
You know what I'm saying? So we didn't hire a promoter. He made the flyers. We're making the merch. You know what I'm saying? We put it together. So that's a promoter. Am I a seasoned promoter? No, not in the least.
But you know, one benefit that you have, Monix, that's some
coordinator.
Big coordinator.
Show me a difference.
But
show me a difference.
The one benefit I think
it's a difference.
I think you have.
We can look up the difference. Okay.
No, I was just gonna say one thing real quick. All I was gonna say was I think the one benefit you have, and that I think some other people who've thrown events who aren't just like BB said, they're not just hosting the event, they're actually like behind coordinating this whole thing and putting it together. is that you do technically have a following from you do have a following from just your radio career, your broadcasting career in general. And now even more so, you're building more of a following, now that you're in your producer, going into your engineer bag. So even with BB's example, like if she's just the host of the event, but she's not promoting, she hires a promoter, she might be a host or hostess that has a following, that people know her from her other platforms like this show or any other type of, business ventures that she has, which is going to add to people coming out to support. There are artists though who are just starting this whole journey in this music industry, and they have yet to garner that following yet, and they get penalized, I think, sometimes from having opportunities when they have the talent to put on an amazing performance for you, but because they have not been able to pack this venue based off, that's what some promoters want or some people throwing events want, they end up getting penalized for it, and they lose out on opportunities like that. So that's all I was gonna say. Some people have they have a following already when they come into this, so it helps them.
So if we could allow Google to be an authority on definitions today,
yes, please do.
I'm gonna give the definition of promoter: person or company that finances or organizes.
Wait. Repeat that.
A person or company that finances or organizes a sporting event.
Finances.
Understood.
Okay.
That's all my shows I finance. A
I
person
just wanted to make sure I heard
a person
that
or
correctly.
company that finances or organizes.
Finances
or organizes
or
a sporting event or theatrical production.
Theatrical production.
Music is definitely theatrical, right?
Yeah.
So an event coordinator is a person. It's a similar definition. It's a person who organizes the event. They might be a bit more detailed though. Like so some of us are serving as promoters and event coordinators. So if I'm the one financing the show and I'm the one putting together the vendors, if I'm the one putting together what talent gonna do what, if I'm the one picking the host, that's definitely event coordinator. If I made the schedule of how it's gonna go. So a lot of us, while we're not professionals at it, in those instances, we're digging in those bags. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah, because I have to admit, I dig in my promotion bag when I'm doing an event. Like, I'm not just gonna sit on my hands and not say nothing about it simply because I'm the organizer. No, I'm gonna talk about it. And also that's when that subject came up about how it is on the artist to help promote. Now, and I think that's optional when it comes to the artist. Because overall I would like you to, you know what I mean? It would be nice because it strengthened numbers.
It should be
but
in your agreement.
Yeah.
Like when I did the pre-New Year show, and those who know and who was there, it was an agreement between certain individuals who was getting paid. Baby, you about to work just as hard as me. Because I'm not going to promote this alone. Like if I'm paying you, let's do it.
This is how you going to get paid, essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
don't expect no backing.
And it worked. But I'm just that type of person to make sure like we gonna clear everything. This is what is expected of you before I'm giving you money. It's not a free ride here.
Because I have seen some artists that really don't promote anything about the event until it's right up on the day.
Yeah. But I get it. If you're not getting paid, and let's just say this event is an hour away somewhere and they're not paying you, do you care for real? And let's just say in the room is 10 people. Do I care to promote for real?
But maybe it's only 10 people because it was a lack of promotion.
Yeah, but certain shows you already know it's gonna be 10
But if you didn't put that in, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you didn't put that on paper, don't expect nothing.
Yeah.
Everything else is a nice to have.
Absolutely.
I get handshake agreements and I take handshake agreements serious. I do, but like I'm not going to kill you if you don't do it, so I'm not going to be worried about it.
You know, their characters that you can do.
If I didn't put it on paper, I'm not going to be pressure about it. Better luck, do better business next time.
Yeah.
As whoever the businessman is, the average person, and we do it a lot of people. The average person don't have this etiquette.
Yeah,
they can't even articulate this argument.
Yeah, the conversation we have, and they would just be sitting there with nothing to offer to it. So I agree with you.
So what do you expect from the average person? I don't expect.
And I agree with co-promoting the event, just because, like, since I'm an artist, I want my people to know what I have going on. So I'll put the flyers on my website, since I actually have one to do that. I'll put it on all my social medias, just because I'm on here all the time anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well post it on here and promote it. So for me, I don't see an issue with having the artist promote it, but I see where Nanette's coming from from a certain aspect, like because her argument leans more into what I was saying earlier. There are certain promoters I know have been doing this for a long time. I know the history of them. Like, I'm not new to this. I've been around like for a little while. So when I know the type of events that you throw, I know when those are great turnouts, it's not strictly just because the artist promoted it. You already had a general crowd that comes to support any event that you do.
They know that you know how to throw a party.
They know that you know how to throw a party. You almost like a party promoter. So people coming to you because they know it's going to be lit. The food going to be good. The drink's going to be good. And then we got some entertainment just as a cherry on top. So unless those entertainment acts are somebody like Wayne, who's almost like a guaranteed sale in today's climate, it's always a gamble if these artists are going to garner enough attention to fill your venue. So you can't strictly rely on them. But I don't think that artists shouldn't promote at all. In most cases, I think just for ourselves, we should put it out there at least. Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you just about if you can hold them to it or not?
Yeah.
And then I think so. For a lot of us, we're playing bars. We're doing our joint at a bar, unless you go to. Promontory is much less of a bar, right? So maybe even the Cubby Bear. Cubby Bear's a bar too. Yeah. But so we're throwing this stuff at bars. You look at people like Wayne, they're throwing it at stadiums. You really just get to do only music there. You don't gotta have nothing extra, right?
Yeah.
So now throwing it in a bar, I think until the artist shows the audience what's up, they're just party favors. So as the promoter, you have to understand that it's your job to throw a party. If you got to come up with a theme, if you got to give away $100 for whatever reason, shades and sundresses, I gave away $100 for the best sunglasses, $200 for the best sundress. Whoever had the biggest booty in the sundress.
You know what?
That's pretty much what it was. Shout out to Doug Lake's girl. Tree Boy Stretch won for the sunglasses. But you know what I'm saying? That's something to think about as a promoter.
Yeah.
How are you going to make this a good enough party to where whoever the people were would come back and maybe even bring some people? Yeah. That's your goal. Like them, it's better for you to do it that way anyway. Because now you're the asset here. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna have this party anyway, whether you performed or not. For sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We get caught up in the artist power. That artists need to bring people out. And maybe they mean something else, but I think words be mattering sometimes.
Yeah.
And wording it that way puts that in your head. Yeah. The artists need to bring people out. No,
that's not the burden of the artist.
Who are you? Because a lot of people are just doing stuff they don't have the money to do. For real.
And that's exactly what it comes down to.
You got $1,000 budget to throw an event, and you can get it done, but is that effective?
Yeah.
Maybe not as much.
So we got folks responding in the group chat. It says, Dub says, as a promoter, you shouldn't offer an artist money if you don't feel they can draw a crowd. I think that's a good point. That's a decent point.
I'm 50-50 on that though.
What if I believe Black in that T,
and I want to try this out?
Gang. Well, what about a wedding? Like if you have a wedding singer,
the crowd gonna be there, so
right.
And the business standard is that you pay.
Yeah, but like that's still like
already.
Your entertainment.
Yeah, it's still the business standard though. The business standard is that you pay the wedding singer. The business standard is not that you pay an artist, right? If they don't got their business in order.
But why are you throwing showcases?
Well, then here's the thing. Grab. Here's a caveat.
That's why they're doing it.
Because that segues into the next thing. Dub says is that's when you charge the artist to perform. Because now that we realize that maybe you don't have a draw, but you're trying to get established. We all trying to get established here. As the promoter, I'm trying to get established. As the artist, you trying to get established. Some kind of way monies has to be exchanged here, because that venue is not going to pay for itself. You know, the extra stuff, the DJ is not going to pay for itself. Or any other additives that we need for the show to be a success. And I just agree that this is when it get hairy. Like Dub, I feel like that's when you charge the artist to perform, but I feel like it depends on the situation. I don't outrightly go out charging the artist to perform.
If you got something at stake that's worth it for them, then maybe they should invest in that opportunity.
Exactly. For instance, with that particular headliner. If now I know that Wayne is gonna come out and folks, that's an automatic draw.
Yeah.
If
They
to
gonna
be
pay to open up
seen
for
with
that.
Wayne,
And
yeah.
why would I
To
charge
open up
artists?
for Wayne.
Why would I charge artists to perform when Wayne comes out? This is
Because
why.
you gotta
This is why.
pay Wayne.
Because the market dictates it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The market don't dictate coming to see Shop Talk 7 on stage yet. It don't dictate that you charge people to perform there. Not maybe you do. I don't know. I don't think so. But what I'm saying is Wayne. That I don't need you now.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I got leverage.
And the people coming to see Wayne.
Somebody gonna pay this money.
Yeah.
You don't gotta like it. All I need is 8
Exactly.
people out of 8 billion people on earth to pay this.
And you know
to
what's
pay this
crazy,
money.
Mark, is the average artist in those situations, that's why this happens so much, even though I know there are people in our industry that have reservations about this too. But I get why it makes sense to charge us to open up for a major artist like that, because we know it's going to be a crowd automatically, like you said, because he's the draw.
A bigger crowd than you're used to.
A bigger crowd than I'm used to. And then there's also the possibility of there being certain people in that room that if I can network with them, this can lead to other opportunities. That isn't always the case at events that artists get charged to perform at. Sometimes we just get charged to perform and we just get whatever's there. You know what I'm saying? And it may not be a bigger artist that we're opening up for. And it's nothing really to add to our resume. Now, granted, we might get the ability to register those shows on our publishing and get paid on the back end, because I've done that for a few places that are registered, and it's definitely worked for me. But that's not every venue.
I think I'm okay with people charging artists because it's not my thing, but there's a market for it.
Oh yeah,
you know, and some artists need the stage more than you need to fill it.
Yeah,
we need the platform.
You know what I'm saying? So
$50,
so $50, $75 to me, if you're an artist and you can't swing $50 to $75,
but that's reasonable.
That's because you're getting on the stage is marketing. So I call that marketing cost. But not everybody needs to do that. If one the right way did it, I'm questioning.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, who is that? Why did we just headline our own joint? I don't think we need to, because it depending on who it is, it's regress.
Yeah, you walk and take 2 steps back.
Taking steps back. We don't need to. We're not in a space where we need to pay for performances. We just headlining fucking the Wild Hair. We finna do Reggie's music joint.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna headline all the
shrimpy kind of stuff.
Fabulous Crown Hold, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Dub hasn't. He want to know if he can call in.
You can put him on the StreamYard link.
I could send him the StreamYard link. You are right. I was gonna have him do the dial in, but I don't know how that's gonna pan out.
I think Monic's your point is good. $50, $75 ain't bad. I think a lot of shows that end up being more expensive than that though just have to have opportunity other than just the performance part of it be present. So what I mean is, like, great example, like I've done shows at like Joe's in the beginning when I started performing, and it was a great opportunity for me other than just perform because I got to meet K Caesar. I hadn't been anywhere where K Caesar had been in the same room. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been to any of his parties or other events he threw. So that was my first opportunity face-to-face to meet somebody who I hear on the radio all the time. Something like that be enough for artists sometimes, just to be in a room with somebody who has that type of connection and relationship to something that I'm aspiring to be. I want to be an artist on the radio. So by getting in the room with a radio DJ, I might be willing to spend $150. I might be even willing to spend $200. But then it's just the more opportunity that's present at those events, the more worth it becomes for the artist, I think. Like any perk, any networking opportunity that's actually somebody of merit, somebody of talent, somebody of a status, any of that can draw artists to be like, you know what, I'm going to spend that money. So, but if all I'm doing is just performing, it kind of gets like a slippery slope sometimes.
Man, my views on paying radio cats to play your music is so anti-radio, I can't even say it out loud. Because it's weird. It's like I'm on 2 FM stations.
I was gonna say suck some.
I saw your comment.
You pay for the interview, and we spin your music a few times. I'll be wondering, like, I want to ask him, like, how did that get you somewhere that's quantifiable? I just want to know. I haven't asked the question because I don't want the answer. I ain't gonna lie. As a radio guy, I'm also a salesman. But like, still, I'll be wondering, like, because I'll be thinking about what I'm going to do with my artists. You know what I'm saying? If we don't got enough money to to flood it, it doesn't matter as much. Or could we do something else with that few $100s?
I see what you're saying.
I'll be wondering that question. And I think while I do want you to come spend your money for the interview and the marketing that you can do, personally, I don't want to take advantage of you. Like, are you thinking about what better you could do or how better you could rock with us with that money? You know, there may be something better we can do for you that more suits what you got going on and what you're able to do. I'm a firm believer in do what you can do well.
Right. Yeah.
I'm a planner, so everything I do is always planned. So for me, I think before I spend money, like, what do I plan on gaining from this? And that was typically my answer. Like the show that I did with C Snapper. She was like, you're the only R&B girl, but that stands out. BB went. And I didn't win. Jessica Black won, but Shauna still liked me. And now I have chokehold with her. So to me, it was kind of worth her seeing me perform.
Absolutely.
So I was like, it just depends. Like, I knew that was my mindset.
Everything she do, so.
Right. My mindset was to F up the stage and have her be like,
and she was.
And she did. She screamed. She was like, ah, like, and she ain't screaming with nobody else. That's all I'm saying. But anywho, so that was just my mindset. Like, this is why I'm doing this. So actually, so why are you spending this money?
Yeah.
What do you expect to get?
A lot of us get
like,
caught up in doing it because a lot of us get caught up in doing it because it's dope.
Right.
I got caught up in a lot of that. Oh, this is dope. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
But is it worth? Now you done spent all this money for what?
And I think my why is attached to how I proceed when I talk about not charging the artist. And I feel like we're going in a certain partnership. Like, you know that this is a platform, whether you've used it before or not, but it's still offering that opportunity. So no, I'm not gonna charge you. And in return, I don't want you trying to charge me. You know what I mean? We're gonna see how this pans out, how many people we can get, and what works and what don't work, and we figure that out together.
Like with what Sinatra's was doing with the whole Lyric Lounge, and you get the feature, or no, was it whatever?
Yeah, Lyric Lounge
with the billboard, and then you get on 92.3 and all of that, whatever. That I get it. I can see how that would be. There, that's what it was. I know it was something else. The underground, yeah. So like, I can understand how that can benefit like those artists. Whatever it was, right? Like, now I'm on Power 92. Now I'm on the billboard. Now, you know, like, that's a big deal for some people who haven't gotten there.
Everybody.
Yeah, no, we got Dub. He popped in.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Tuned into this.
I had to come to it. I had to do it the right way. I had to tune in. But the main point that I wanted to make, I love the discussion that y'all having. It's real insightful and informative. I just have to come at Monix real quick. So, I always got a bone to pick with you. No, but, I know Monix historically has always been a fan of more so paying artists to perform and stuff like that. And, that's a slippery slope sometimes because I feel like even for myself and Right Way and other artists out here, I feel like if we're not able to bring out a certain type of crowd, then we don't deserve to be paid, in my personal opinion. Because being paid to me is not about talent and quality of music or even entertainment value. It's two sides to everything. It's music and then it's the music business. So business is independent of how talented you are, how raw you are, how good your songs is. It's about, are the people gravitating to the moves that you making, and are people willing to spend money to come out and see you? And if you're a promoter or an event coordinator or whatever title that you want to put on it, the name of the game is make money. You're spending money for DJs, you're spending money for the event, for security, for everything else. You invest a lot of money to make this event happen. Only way I'm going to invest this money into paying the artist is if I know that artist can yield me a bunch of fans that's going to pay at the door, that's going to be able to at least help me break even or profit off of the night. So that's where I feel like paying artists, if we not able to generate that type of income coming in the building, then we don't necessarily deserve to be paid. I feel like promoters, once promoters get to the point where they are good enough to where they could bring a crowd out on their own. So if Monix is able to throw an event and have 300 people pop out, regardless of what artist he has performing, then that means that Monix is now in position to look at a Sicko, a Nanette, a me, or anybody else and say, hey, if y'all want to get on this stage in front of these 300 people and network, I need $200, $300, or
For
whatever this
example, by the way,
price
it's
is,
just an example.
because he's now put himself in position to where he don't need us on that stage to get those 300 people in the building. Those 300 people gonna show up because Monix does a great job promoting. So we need to get our music displayed in front of those 300 people. So for that reason, that's what I meant with that comment when I said that once, as a promoter, once you build yourself up, that's you're now in position to charge artists to perform. Now, when it comes down to, we all building, you're building as a promoter, I'm building as an artist, there is a way where we could break bread together, you know, um, where I don't necessarily have to be charged to perform and you don't necessarily have to pay me up front. We could probably work out some sort of demo. I know a lot of people, what they do is they'll say, hey, Dub, maybe you would charge me and say, hey, here go 50, I'm charging you $50 to perform, but here go $150 worth of tickets. You can sell those, make your money back, or do whatever the case. So now that's contingent upon you being able to grow your fan base and sell tickets, and that's what's going to give you the opportunity to either break even or make some money off of this performance. So it's multiple different ways to attack it, but yeah, I don't feel like it's ever on the artist to necessarily to have the burden of bringing out the entire crowd. Um, but I also don't feel like the artist shouldn't promote at all either. The artist should be responsible for at least letting the people know that he have a show, because I see a lot of performances. I'm not gonna lie, like and I don't want to throw shade on nobody, and I hope that this don't come across as shade, but I feel like I see a lot of people that, for example, Shauna. I love Shauna. I see Shauna doing a lot of shows, and I don't be feeling like that those shows be as packed as I think it should be for Shauna. And I don't put that on Shauna. I just feel like whoever's promoting it or marketing it is not reaching out to the real fan base of the Shauna fans to get them intrigued enough to come out and see Shauna perform. So when I think about Shauna, and for example, I walk into a taco show and there's more people there than it would be for a Shauna show. And that's a little bit baffling for me. You know what I'm saying? But that just shows the difference in the way those shows are being marketed. Taco is marketing his in a different way than these promoters are marketing a show where they bringing out Shauna. I think if you pair Shauna with the right promoter, you're gonna see 1,000 people in the building. Type
I
stuff.
saw
So
some piece in Aurora, and it was a lot of people, like a lot. It was packed, and them people sang that song word for word.
yeah, and whoever that promoter is, that's the guy that he's one of those guys that to be in tune with, and I feel like would if he wanted to charge artists $100, $200, $500 to do a whatever set, I couldn't necessarily say I have a problem with it if he bringing out that type of crowd.
But he brings a crowd like that. I've worked with him a couple times. Like he's done Rick Ross. He's the one I did with Maya and Busy Bone. Like it's always a crowd when I work with those people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The way Taco promotes is the way Taco. I'm gonna be specific. The way Taco promotes for his shows is out for
And I think
or
that
whatever.
certain promoters miss that part. I think certain promoters look at an artist like Taco and say, "Oh, I'm gonna bring out Taco," and then if it's
Think that they gonna
lackluster,
get
now they
that after.
Taco because it wasn't marketed the way Taco markets his stuff the certain kind of way.
And not all of us know exactly what he's doing. Like we don't, and he ain't supposed to just give you the sauce either.
Yeah,
because he's got to be competitive too.
Exactly.
Why a company don't have to give you their trade secrets?
I'm gonna say maybe that's one of the things. If I'm booking a certain artist, maybe I tap in with that artist and find out, hey, I'm trying to have a very successful event here. What are some tips you can give me? I think sometimes you got to ask.
Yeah.
You know, closed mouths don't get fed at the end of the day. You know
Sit
what I'm
down
saying?
with that man by mistake or something.
And take them
For
out
real.
to dinner, take them out to breakfast on some real deal stuff, and have a real discussion. Say like, not only do I want to pay you, the headline is, I want to promote this the most effective way, so it's a great look for myself and it's a great look for you. I'm sure you don't want to perform for an empty space. I don't want to pay you to come out to an empty space. So I think it's more, we got to start communicating more, and at the end of the day, put our pride to the side. Like a lot of us be walking around like we the big ish on all levels, whether it's artists, promoters, radio personalities. But I think we got to have these conversations to, eliminate a lot of this tension when it comes to whether artists should get paid, promoters responsible for the crowd, should the artists bring a crowd out, blah, 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 the different tiers of artists. I think we got to have these conversations amongst each other, not just on radio, not just when tension flares up, but when we making these deals to say like, hey, bro, what can I do to get the best out of my event? You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you got somebody that's willing to, share some of that sauce. You ain't got to give me all your sauce because you studied that for a reason. But, help me get to where I'm trying to get to so we all win at the end of the day.
I'm going to give y'all a lesson about networking. Maybe y'all don't need it, but somebody need it. When kings would go to different kingdoms, or they send their envoys to different kingdoms, they came bearing gifts.
Yeah.
They didn't come in there, hey man, I need something from you. Just give it to me. So like in the instance relating to this, right, networking, maybe you want to get it because who's the bar owner? You probably need to go spend $100 at the bar. Tip this bartender real well. That's networking.
It's networking
with intentions, at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've done this a few times. A lot of people, you just like to blow money. Well, I tell you what, my penchant for blowing money got me in a room or two.
Yeah, it's buying access.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a value. Let's talk.
Right.
You got to show you a value some kind of way. But you got some crazy thing to barter. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't. They just want to get it because they fly.
Yeah. I was always told, like, just real quick, and pardon my tardy, by the way, but I was always told, like, even when you go have meetings, people make better decisions on a full stomach. This is something I was taught years ago. You want to get somebody to, sit down and feel comfortable and laugh and all that good stuff, and take them out to eat. Think about all the experiences you ever had. It's probably been over a meal, over a conversation, like you say, over a drink. You know what I'm saying?
While I'm patronizing your business.
Yeah, while I'm trying to get, what I need to get from you, or, pick your brain or whatever, let's sit down to a quality meal. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to break the bank per se, but let a person know, listen, I value you just that much, where I don't expect you to give me anything. But look, let's sit down for a meal and then conduct our business, and then we go from there.
And then it's also important. I feel comfortable saying this on the radio because most people ain't gonna listen anyway. So I'm not even really giving away free game because they're not gonna listen. Building the relationship, like going to a person, especially if you got access to them or you know how to get access to them, going to them, hey man, can you put my stuff in? How about hi?
Right.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
So now when it's time to do business, oh, you're a cool guy. I get a good vibe from you. Bet. Now I'm more comfortable. Now I don't feel taken. Now I don't feel used. Because that's important.
It is important.
Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
No.
I think you make a great point.
Matters.
Right.
Matters.
Exactly.
Having a rapport matters. Why should I help you?
Hopping in my inbox and sending me a link to your YouTube video is not without saying hi, how you doing? Hope all is well.
You treat a person well enough, they'll give you the game anyway.
Exactly.
Like y'all build a good enough rapport. Every time me and Taco talk, I get some gems.
Yeah.
Taco younger than me, by the way, but he big bro in this. So, you know what I'm saying? Every time we talk, I pull some game. Half of my perspective came from talking to him.
And then sometimes, even if you pay that initial fee or, whatever y'all work out, you may not even come in the door and have to pay. My rate may be this, but I may see greatness like Monique say in you and say, okay, bro, give me this, or sis, give me this, and we're going to work it out. Case point and example, Dub came and did a campaign with me, when he dropped Give Me a Chance, he came and did a campaign with me. He used Dub because he's a solid dude, good dude, man. He takes about coming to the table and paying my fee at the end of the day. But guess what that bought Dub? Dub dropped Give Me a Chance in
almost a year ago.
almost a year
Almost
ago.
a year.
It costs Dub nothing else to get the Dub promo commercial still running. I still play the music. I'm still gonna come out and support because we right way anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And be able to barter certain things outside of that. If Dub has a ticket on something, he say, Blizz, I need this. You know what I'm talking about? Guess what? I'm gonna give him that because guess what? That's just my way in the door. Sometimes you gotta pay a cab to get you where you want to go. That cab don't know where it's taking you to. It ain't even that cab business to know where it's taking you to. But sometimes you got to pay that cab to get to where you want to go, whether it's taking you to $1 million or a situation, a deal, or whatever. Basically invest in your relationships, man, because you don't know a little bit that person that you asking for, they probably gonna give you 10 times the love on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah, I paid for a 4-week campaign, and Blizzy on week 48 is still running the campaign.
You know what I'm talking about? We gonna keep going.
And that's what it's all about. You know, a lot of people feel like a lot of this stuff is about the money. I've come across so many artists, like a lot of artists don't want to pay to perform and stuff like that. And sometimes it's not worth it. So don't get me wrong with that. But in other opportunities, some artists just not willing to pay at all because they don't want to pay just for the principle of it. But they not understanding that paying is really what's separating artists that's not really taking it serious and artists that are taking it serious. So a lot of times promoters and people, they want to just see if you are even willing to make that investment up front, because if you're an artist that's not even looking to invest in yourself, then they don't even want to waste their time with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for example, me over here at Right Way, we always talk about adding other artists to the fold. You know what I'm saying? More Right Way members. And one thing I've always said is that if we gonna add more Right Way members, the number one thing for me is that it got to be an artist that's already making moves. I don't want to take an artist that's sitting on the couch who just not doing nothing, but he's super raw, but he just not making no moves, not investing, not trying, not doing nothing. And then we got to take them and build them up into something. No, I want an artist that has already shown me that they willing to invest, they willing to sacrifice, they willing to go for it, and they really trying to make moves. And sometimes spending money on different people platforms is what that takes in order to get that. And after you spend that money the first time, a lot of times you can live a lifelong, y'all have a lifelong relationship where money ain't even involved and y'all just doing each other favors, one hand washing the other. So a lot of times that's just an icebreaker, you know, just paying I always call it an initiation fee. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you just got to pay that initiation fee, and then after that you get in good and you show your worth and show your value, and people they like to look out for people. Cut me off then. All right, whatever.
Yo, Tourette's, y'all. Sorry. No, that was not me cutting you off. Go ahead.
No, I was done anyway. I got some more moves to make in that thing. I just wanted to get on Monix real quick. Thank y'all for having me. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sicko, Blizzy, Monix, Lynette, everybody.
Y'all did literally say the same thing. That's what's up. Nah, he was saying y'all literally said the same thing. Y'all wasn't in a disagreement at all. But in any case, it's always a pleasure. Right Way Dub in the building.
Right
y'all make
Way.
Sure go ahead and have y'all on a little later. And
he just blew a kiss.
That wasn't at you.
That wasn't at you. It's two beautiful ladies sitting down right there, and you not one of them.
Look at him. He want to take credit for everything. Nobody was trying to kiss you.
Right. Nobody want that little soft milk dud that you got over there, boy. That milk dud.
Y'all,
I love y'all. Hey, come out August 11th. I see y'all. I love y'all. Right Way. Talk to you later.
Yes.
Let's get it.
We excited. Oh man, that was dope. So overall, we've had an awesome conversation today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. It has been another wonderful episode of Convos in Chicago, right here on my radio Chicago Support District Radio Network station, where you know it's more than radio. Before we close out, though, I want to go around and make sure everybody know where they can find you on social media or website, whatever. What you got coming up? Any events you got going on? This is your time. So let's go ahead and let's have it. Whoever want to go first, whatever. Oh,
you can find me in the chokehold.
Hi, hello, Nanette, everyone.
NANETT. Follow me everywhere in Net Music. Click the link in my bio, please, and thank you. Shows, child. I know I got a show with Blizz summer, something.
August 24th.
And
Summerfest.
Yes, there we go.
Get it together.
And a couple of other stuff. I just follow me, y'all, okay? And I'm gonna post it, okay? I'm gonna get it together because my brain be on 10. Net Music everywhere. Download, stream my please.
My next performance will be at the Wild Hair, July 3rd, which will be this coming Wednesday for the Big Bang Summerfest. Salute to Felice, salute to 23 Entertainment for the opportunity. Y'all can follow me everywhere, CYPHERSICK. You can also check out my website, which is www.cyphersick.com, and all of my shows are typically listed there on my IG, on Facebook. So the information is out there, man. Just stay in tune with me. You know what I'm talking about? We outside.
Yo, your boy Shot Blizz, crown holder. Hey, go get that Blizz Effect 2. You good? Go get the Blizz Effect 2. It's available everywhere, man. 12 bangers. Salute to the production. Salute to all the features out there right now. That's like the biggest project I'm working with musically. I'm also training dogs and foxes. If you need your dog or your fox trained, if they're getting out of hand and you need some classes, I'm training dog and foxes. Get at me for the different rates. Go download and scan. Download and stream Cavity. By the way, got a feature with Cyphersick. Also working on a feature with Mediamonics, Slide Music. Me and the Net got some dropping as well. So we just working really. Also traveling. Fleet DJs up next. Then we got 773 Epic Promotions and My Radio Houston. So we outside, man. Follow me everywhere. CHIBLIZZ. That's CHIBLIZZ on all social media platforms. Let's get it.
Yeah.
You can find me. Yep. And you can find me at Mediamonics on Christian Mingle.
Oh,
you go
bro, he did not mean
yes,
that.
I did.
Bro didn't mean
that. She built the account. What are you talking about? So find me on Christian Mingle.
What y'all got going on?
Where freedom is what we have going on. Christian Mingle, where you can find my link tree. It's also at Mediamonics. You'll get all my other stuff, theme music out now, featuring Cyphersick. It's really his song, y'all. They just let me put it out. Facts, Dino Mr. Know It All. Me and Cypher got something coming up. You know what I'm saying? Summer Splat,
yes.
Right Way Presents in conjunction with Nolan Entertainment, Reggie's Music Joint, August 11th, 7 to 12. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably start performing about 9 on the dot. Get your butts in the seats. Biggest booty, get $100.
Look at him.
Ooh,
I'm out.
You're going to always find a way to incorporate the
Can
booty.
I get $50? Because I ain't going to have the biggest booty, but
prettiest feet get $50.
Okay. All right.
That's different.
All right. I like it.
That's different. I like that.
Which one you want? We'll make one for you.
Biggest tip.
I wouldn't go say that.
Hey, Antonio. Hey,
I was gonna
Antonio.
say face, but whatever.
Beautiful as face.
Right.
He say not Christian Mingle. I'm dead.
Christian Mingle, my boy. I'm telling you.
Hey man, I really enjoy having y'all here all the time. I am BB Trinette. Y'all can find me on Facebook and Instagram as BB Trinette. You can also go to my website, bbtrinette.com. And yeah, what do I have coming up? I have just going to be there and support y'all. We outside this summer. Yeah. And one more thing. Virgo Bash 2 is on the way. Y'all are gonna be, oh my God, this is gonna be bigger than the last one. Everybody. So make sure y'all follow me for that information and the information for all these wonderful artists and where they're gonna be at. We outside, y'all. I mean, it's amazing. Monix, thank you for coming through. You always come through, save the day, just swoop in and just big stuff. And Techie Tony on that.
Techie Tony.
That's my
That's
boy,
what me and Dennis
Techie
was going
Tony.
by at one point. Techie T and Digi D.
Yeah.
Digi D?
Digi D, like
T guy,
digital
Oh, I thought you said dingy.
Not dingy.
No,
Not
dingy.
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 Sometimes.
Dang, not the dingy.
Sometimes.
Dingy.
Every now and then.
Dingy.
Every now and then.
But yeah. I'm also gonna be in Houston, y'all. So make sure y'all check me out in Houston. Get your tickets now. The flights are dirt cheap. Get them. There's no excuse to not come with us to Houston. If you're an artist, this is one of the best ways to take your business to the next level. I promise you. Though, man, that last one, what?
Sick.
What?
Sick. This is why artists got to invest in themselves at the end of the day, man. You know, and I know we closing out, but it's opportunity when you sometimes when you buy your way inside the society, guess what? You're in society and then you get all the perks of being inside the society. So this is part 2 to Houston, September 6th through the 8th. It's got a lot of free opportunities this time around. Last time it was basically free. It didn't charge a lot for people to pop out, but this one is basically a lot of free opportunities. I want artists to really latch on to this. A lot of my Chi-Town artists, I know Daisy Bujetta, you know, she's not an artist, but she's a personality. She's gonna be out there, you know, BB, Melly P. So just latch on to what we doing here at My Radio Chicago, man. Support District Radio as a whole, because we really trying to put on for not only ourselves, but for the artists that's out here. So, you know, lock in with us. Live 365, download the app.
Yeah, man. Deja talk about what's happening in Houston. We'll talk about it off the air, but we're gonna be in Houston. It's the year anniversary of My Radio Houston. So go ahead and get your tickets, girl, because we outside.
We didn't already talked about this. Daisy be lost.
She like, oh, never mind. I do know. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yes, you better be. Sprinkle. My girl Daisy Bujetta's music box. What is it? Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m.
7 to 9.
7 to 9 a.m.
We got some changes coming up. You know, we in the middle of transitioning from radio to podcast right now.
Nice.
But you still got the music box nonetheless. Shorty doing her thing. You know, she one of the newest, hottest things out here. She be
playing the best R&B hits.
I don't even want to say the newest, because Daisy been out here a long ass time. Let's just say we rebranding right now.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Well, thanks. Yes. Okay. Exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and close out this broadcast. Like I always do, y'all, in the words of Les Brown. It's been a pleasing pleasure having you here, and I can't wait to see everybody here again next week. Or the next time I'm on the air. How about that? Okay. Yeah. Y'all want to take stuff too serious around here. This the summertime. We outside. All right. See y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Daisy Bujetta's music box.
Now we just cruising in my right. Never get confused, she by my side. I love it when you style up. Good weed and D, bring it down on my. I must proceed, baby, not on my.